What's up, beautiful family, my wonderful people? I hope that you're all doing well. I'm doing actually super duper fine from this village of Nyabwanze, guys. And I want to take this special moment to welcome you back to my channel. Thank you very much, and thank you in advance for those guys who have decided to subscribe to my channel, and for those guys who actually subscribe to my channel. So it's my special moment to welcome you to this amazing channel, guys. This is where we talk positivity. This is where we spread positivity. Our gospel is all about positive vibes. So when you are here, be assured you are not going to be disappointed. When you are here, be assured that you are going to be told the truth, only but the truth. So welcome. I feel most welcome. Let me know what is the time from wherever zone you're watching me from. Where are you watching me from? Like, what am I supposed to change? Like, Amanja, remember it's a new month, the month of October, guys, and we are very happy, seeing a new month. And I said in my first video of the day, like, if you've actually crossed over to October from September, take your time and say amen to God. And let me see people typing amen to God. Let us praise the Lord, because He is the only person who actually makes it possible for us. So much things have been happening here. Remember, I'm doing reaction videos. And today it's like I'm going to be clearing some air, and I'm going to be telling you what is actually going on in the village. So stay locked in, stay tuned in. Kind of, you come across this channel for the first time, it's good. Show me love by subscribing, liking my videos, share me out, and take me. Remember, it's a road to 2,000 subscribers, and God, I know, it's going to enable us to grow together. That is it. So, guys, I want to take this special time to thank all my subscribers, my returning viewers, people who always come and say, "Oh, Kamanja, we are here. We are always here." Like today, my first video, I want to take this special moment to thank Doreen Small, actually, all the way from Jamaica. Marvis Marden, actually, thank you very much. These are the guys who are the first people always to comment to my videos, and I'm always carried by their love. I'm always like, oh, what a one, eh? Yes, bombokla. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like using such a slangs, but if I get somebody who can teach me, I will get used to it. But remember, I love Jamaica. I love Jamaica. Jamaica is a beautiful land. Jamaica is a home, yeah, guys. And we are all associated with Jamaicans. So I love Jamaicans. And all Jamaicans, wherever you are, big up, man. Big up wherever you are. And remember, I love you so much. So, guys, so many things have been happening. Me, I'm very happy. Any slight progress you make in a day, take your time and say thank you. Because many people dream to make even a slight progress, they don't. Many people dream of having some big things, but they end up with nothing. So anything small that God has actually decided to bless us with, it is worthy to be saying thank you. It's worthy to be appreciative, and that is Kamanja's nature. That is Kamanja's nature. So me, I'm not here to answer questions about people. I'm not here to actually defend myself, and I'm not here to defend any person. I'm here to spread the truth. I'm here to spread the truth, nothing but the truth. I'm here to spread positivity. So for those guys who feel like, going on and tarnishing some attacking people's personality, and they think that they are making it, guys, let us leave them out of it. Let us leave them out. Let us not even let us even not think about them. They are not worthy our time. They are not worthy my airtime. That is it. But there is one guy, I'm gonna be handling him at the end of this video. I'm gonna be taking my 3 precious minutes to handle him in this video, so that next time when he comes for me, he will be well prepared, because I think he's not well prepared. I think he's not well prepared. He wants to corner me, and he wants to actually trap me in a game of fools. And I don't play a fool's game. I am not a fool's player. I cannot play fool's games here. So that is it. So, guys, that is not the story I wanted to tell you about. I want to discuss about some 3 things here. I really want to discuss about some three things here. Number one, there is an alarming story. There is this story about Anesto now fighting to repossess the land that was sold to Congress dad long time ago, thinking that, this is inherited land and it was not supposed to be sold. So, and again, it was sold to people at a very cheap price. Somebody is cheating this young guy. Guys, some people here are misadvising people. Yeah, some other people here are misadvising guys. And when you want to give the best advice to a person, it's good to get the story the way it is. It's not good to tell a person to swim in a river. And I like how our travel command always puts, like, you cannot travel in a river that you don't know even its river banks. You don't know its extent. And you want just to swim in that river. You don't know what it carries. You know what it harbors. You don't know what it harbors. You just want to swim in that river. You really don't know if it has crocodiles, alligators. It has, you don't know if it has got snakes inside. But you want somebody somewhere just because he wants to use you or she wants to use you. And and thinking, and because you've sold him the narrative that this thing is possible, it's not possible. Let me tell you, without any fear of contradiction, without any fear of being criticized. And I want to tell whoever is actually advising, because I want to tell you the truth, that Anesto, he has some other dark forces behind him that are pushing him, that, you can repossess that land. Chris the Great started this game, but at one point, he came out and said he has surrendered. He surrendered because he knew that what he was fighting for, even if he was becoming so relevant in his camp, but what he was fighting for was was an already won battle. So he surrendered. Guys, I can refer you back to his video where he said, I have surrendered, fighting for this. And he actually moved on to fight with something different. But this thing that, now that Aneso is realizing that, this land was sold when we were young, this land was sold. When my mother was not around, this land was sold without any consultation, and this land was sold cheaply. Then this young boy is not taking his time to do his own investigation, to do his own discoveries, so that he can know on how to combat this case. He has just fallen into the game without knowing the rules of engagement in this game. He really doesn't know the rules of the game, and he's just there. Guys, let us take an example between Conqueror's dad and Anesto's father, Mr. John. Who is supposed to explain better about this land? It is the seller. And I told you, land issue in this village is all about a willing seller and a willing buyer. So long as all like protocols, there is a given decorum that is actually followed. That is what we are here to tell people. Nobody should just wake up one day in the morning or in the evening and tell you that, you know what, this land, I'm going to repossess it because, after all, I was not there when it was being sold. And how long have you taken to realize that it was sold wrongly or it was sold to a wrong family? How many days have you stayed? Have you gone to your father and asked your father whether the money that he was given by then were enough? Because I think at that moment, maybe 10, 20 years ago, when that land was being sold, maybe 10 or 8 years ago, when that land was being sold, you've never seen somebody developing that land. It has only been used for agricultural purposes. But now that Dimwango is building on that land, and this is a family that you guys hate. This is a family that you want to draw so much interest towards. So you must create some drama. And you find your Mumu subscribers. You find your actually these subscribers of yours who enjoy drama, and they cheat you that, you know what, we can help you repossess that land. Young boy, I call you my younger brother. Kindly, I know you are excited. I know you are energized to fight for that land. I know you want it back. But I want to tell you one thing. You want it back in dreams. You don't really mean what you're talking about here. Whoever's told you, oh, go get a letter. Yes, you've been written. There is an envelope you are carrying. That person. A lot of letters. You know, yeah, letters are just procedural. But who told you that inherited land that is supposed to be inherited cannot be sold? Who told you? This, yes, this was your father's private land. I want to tell you, because he had also right to actually inherit. He inherited this land from his fathers. And his fathers actually inherited the land from their fathers. And that is the process. In Africa here, land ownership, one way of owning land is through inheritance. Another way of owning land is through buying. Where we all live, and I want to tell you that most people in Nyabuanse, where they live, this is bought land. It's not their inherited land. Very few people live on their father's lands or their forefathers' lands. But most of us, people just came, bought land, and they are living on those lands. They are developing those lands. That is one thing that your teachers failed to teach you about this thing, about this land issue. It is too late. That land, when it was sold, maybe the money was used to help you guys. You don't know. Part of the money maybe was used to take you to school. Another money was used maybe to take your younger brother like Getangita to school. Now that Getangita was left with this portion, now that is the portion he's going to inherit. You also have left, you've been left with your portion. A portion that you have inherited from your father. If you want, then you can go, like do what? Sell that land. Wait, somebody's calling. Guys, I'm sorry for that interruption, but you know, a brother of mine was just calling and wanted to ask me about something, to confirm something that he has seen over on the internet, and I was like, that is the story. But don't worry about it. I told you I'm gonna be handling that thing at the end of the day, at the end of this video. So I'm trying to call upon this Anesto. You know, Anesto, these young boys in the village, when they are pumped with their subscribers, told them that these things is possible, because they know these subscribers are going to come through, send them some money in terms of fighting for that case. That's the only way they can gain from that. These guys, people are very lazy. People don't want to work towards gaining their real money. And when people come here and say they want to get their real money, people come and say, oh, you cannot. The people don't believe that, you know, you can make your own real money from these platforms. What people believe is that when they see with money, they think that somebody somewhere has sent you that money. People don't even realize what you are doing. People even don't like look at what you are doing, like what might be the implications of what you are doing. But what people look at is that guy has good money because, you know, subscribers have actually decided to come through for him. And that is what they are looking for. Like this young boy, that is what he's actually is looking for. Like he wants to paint a picture that is fighting for his land. He's fighting for the family's land. And, you know, people are going to come in numbers to help him. Like, we want you to fight so that at the end of the day, you are a hero. Repossess that land. But he has failed to understand how people own these lands. You know, you go even to these big towns. Those lands used to be like, they were inherited by other people, but they were sold out. The people are not forced to give out their lands. They sold their lands willingly. And whoever is telling this boy that, you know, this land was bought cheaply. Guys, we have change of time. The hands of time have just changed. That time, maybe 10 years ago, that is 2015, maybe 20 years ago, from 2010, The land value and the land value at this time that we are talking is very different. It has actually gone up by 100 plus, even 200%. Where I am actually like seated from. If I want to sell this land today, I'm going to be selling it in terms of millions. But you know, when I bought this land, I bought it in terms of thousands. Guys, I'm telling you, 100,000. It's a big land for me. But if I want to make it and I want to sell it, guys, I will sell it at a given point. So I want to tell him, unless he wants to play with this fire, the best shocker is going to meet is like, you know what? You can repossess your land, no problem. But can you actually pay out at the market price by now as we are talking? If that case will be like solved 2 years from now, he is going like to compensate. Like you must compensate. You return and compensate. You must like give back the correct land price by that time. And I want to tell you, that is a hard task. It will be a milestone you won't get. So whoever is actually cheating this young brother, you know, instead of you guys cheating us, instead of you guys advising us to go the wrong way, misguiding us, misleading us, the only thing that you are supposed to do is to try to sit us down, give us the broader picture of what we are fighting for. So that, you know, we see where what we are supposed to do and what we are not supposed to do. But for this thing that, oh, you know, if you do this, you are going to repossess this land, it is not possible. Murimi has sold this land. And I'm now, like Murimi, you are together again, Murimi in a motorbike. This is Murimi, like just Murimi. I don't want to talk about Murimi. You know, me, I really don't want to talk about this. Just in a corner. Me, I really don't want to talk about it. But the truth, me, I only wanted to handle the land issue. If I really don't know so much about that land, I will tell you the truth. The only person maybe who have not sold that land is that their Uncle Matiko. Most of those guys around, they have sold their land. And this is why they are coming out to tell people, you know, we are now squatters. No, your fathers willed. They sold this land on their own will. You had the time to stop them. Go first check your fathers. Tell them what they did is bad, so that you don't also fall into your father's shoes. That at you, the portion that you've inherited, you are going to sell just like your brother sold. Those are things that you are supposed to leave out completely. And for your information, Congress' dad is not a YouTuber. And I'm wondering, I'm surprised to see many people using his image in their thumbnails. And I don't know that they are not even together. Congress dad, like I saw somebody in a tractor carrying, I don't know what firewood, so many things, and he was there, and somebody took his, you know, those are very big offenses that we guys are doing. Me, you cannot find, like, if you are not a YouTuber, then I have no problem with you. Me, I don't have problems with YouTubers because I react on what YouTubers bring onto this table. I cannot react on something, somebody who is not even a YouTuber, I cannot react on it. So me, I can react on Anesto, I can react on everybody, Gintu, those guys, because I will react on what they bring here. But I won't react on what their families are doing. I won't react on where if I find Anesto's father somewhere, then I take a picture of him and come and start reacting. You know, that is now witch hunting. That is witch hunting. That is now you turning out to be a witch. And that is a criminal offense. So, guys, that is it. And I wanted to tell you the truth. That is it. So, whoever is advising Anesto, let him stop, because he cannot win this case. This case is supposed to be handled by the elders, who are supposed to cool him down. Tell him, young boy, you are getting lost. You don't know where you are headed. And you don't know even where you're coming from. And I hope my message is at home. Now, I have seen so many guys coming out, people like JT. I saw even the Black Demon. I saw Coco Mama coming out, and like they are bashing Marwa's wife. And I told you, me, I really don't want to discuss about people's families. But I don't know where people get the guts from. I don't know where people get the courage from to talk about other people's families. what is happening there. If in their families they really don't incur or they don't experience any challenges, maybe these guys are not married. Maybe if they were married, they break their own marriages. I know most of them, they are not married. Others, they broke their marriages. And that is why they are actually pushing Mara to the end. And I've told you, most of them, maybe, they did away with their marriages. So they don't understand the value of marriage. They don't understand marriage. So, and I really think that Mara has responded enough to these guys. But this one, I've come to realize why these haters don't want Marwa's wife to be comfortable. They don't want her to be very comfortable at the villa. They always want to troll him. They are waiting for her small weakness, like, they are very fearing, because when you have a woman, when you have married, then you are protecting yourself. Then you have somebody who is defending you. That is what they are not even understanding. So when Marwa decided to marry Rocio, then he must do. So when he decided to marry, actually, then marriage become a two people affair. This is an institution. And in any institution, then we have a process of decision making. When I want to do this, I should involve the other half. That's why we call each other better half of mine. But these guys, the haters, they really don't have. We don't know if they were married. We don't know. Somebody like my younger brother, JT, I don't know if he's married or he's not married. Like they have not tested what marriage is. And others, maybe they tested marriage and it got so bitter for them and they decided to lock themselves out of their marriage. And that's why they really don't want Rocio to be stable in her marriage. They don't want her to be happy in her marriage. They always want to drive some drama towards Rocio. They want Rocio, like, one day they want to compel her so that, these things people are talking about, these are truth. Let me pack my things and go back to Argentina. Those are things that they wish to see. Those are the dramas they are spinning towards so that they see how is actually things are going to move. Like this now, the issue currently going on. Like I saw Kohera Senior, a whole elderly man like that one, saying that, Marwa has come with a mole wife. Like there is a wife that the sisters brought for Marwa from Tanzania. That is referring to Neema Vlogs. They are not happy that Neema has come. She's getting some shout-outs and she's actually improving. They are regretting they left this chance. Some people like the parrot from Bungoma, she's regretting she was rejected. JT, NT, these are guys who came here to be helped. And they thought the small help they got was to propel them to stardom. And you know what? They failed. They are now regretting. They are regretting that we never took our time with Marwa. Marwa is a good person. In one way, they are trying to tell us that Marwa is a good person. It's only that just because they decided to hit him, because they want to eat, they should keep on eating him. But behind curtains, you ask these guys, they will tell you they have nothing against Marwa. They have nothing against Rocio. But for these African women, they have a very big beef, a very big grudge with Rocio. They thought like Marwa should marry an African woman, so that an African woman who is very submissive, an African woman who is actually being controlled by the traditions. Those are things that they thought about. So that, Marwa should be like handling her like an African woman. And, there is people are paranoid. The paranoia, the people are suffering from paranoia. That fear, paranoia is the fear for the unknown. You make some rash conclusions like, oh, he has married a Mzungu because he wanted to be rich. He wanted to expand. He married this because, that is their paranoia. That is where it's taking them. That is what they fear. They really wanted Marwa to marry an African lady. And when Marwa comes out and say, oh, you know what, I'm going to give out to 10 kids, and they look at Rocio and say, does it go with you even in Argentina? Will you agree with that? It means this guy wants to put you out and marry another woman. Oh, you'll be marrying so many women to reach 10 kids. That is how they misjudge things. That is how they misconceive things. So, guys, and I want to think, and I want to actually remind these guys, I want to remind these haters that families are supposed to be respected. And visitors who are coming in to a given family, those are not visitors who are coming to take your luck. You know, you are given your time. You never like, you are regretting, you lost, you lost the golden chance that you are given. You are not supposed to be coming on, you know, this is a young lady, very new in internet, and you know, you are bringing a lot of dramas to her. She will think, this is, imagine, that is the only way you can actually welcome Neema Vlogs, eh? We've seen so many people who are being given shout outs and they grow within even one day. Look at Daniel, look at the likes of Chacha Tales. You know, look at, you are also given shout outs, but you are not patient. You don't know the value of patience. And you left and you thought that fighting Marwa, it is going to, you are going to fight him down and everything. So I humbly request you guys to stop attacking people's families. Rojo is also a human being. Rocio's marriage must be respected. And if she says like, oh, going to the villa, you must have appointment. Is that something that is now paining you guys? Others are even challenging us. Why are you not going there? You know, why should you go there if you are not interested? And why are you guys bringing a lot of stories about it? Yeah, it is not Rocio who is blocking people to go there. This is now marriage. This is a family, and a family must be protected. Those are things that you guys don't understand. Now, if the family goes down, you will come out and say, oh, Rojo was a bad woman. No, you want him to leave. You want her to leave. You want Marwa like to drop. You dream to see Marwa marrying another woman. That is what you dream. And if he fails to do so, you are going to actually talk ill about him. And if he marries again, you are going to talk about so many things. You know, where were you yesterday when he was telling people to actually, single and searching guys, to actually come together, connect, single and searching? Where were you? I hope people like Parrot, they were to be connected and get their husbands somewhere. Yes, JT, you are to get up. I don't want to talk about it. So, guys, it's I want to request guys to respect people's marriages, and yes, don't talk about so many things that you really don't know. And I want to tell you that is not reaction. That is now attacking people's personalities. When you want to come to my bedroom and see what is happening there, you are not reacting. You are actually coming you are coming to attack my personality. You are attacking my inner circle, and I won't let you free. No wonder people are now fearing the legal cases. People are now fearing the legal action. Let it be. If somebody is coming out to arrest you, be arrested, because these are criminal offenses that you guys are committing. It's you don't know what you're doing. You really don't know what you are doing. Yes, it is for money. But remember, if somebody decides to drain that money through courts, guys will be crying like others I've seen in the village here are crying. They have gone to court twice and they're crying. They're telling people, oh, I have no money. Now, where should I get money to the courts? You are going to cry, and I've told you, if there is a very big possibility that you might be living in Nairobi and your case will be done in Migori. Every day, you'll be coming here. Ask yourself how much you are going to spend. So actually, it's good to respect people's marriages. And if you come through, you want to actually attack my marriage and everything, talk about my family, me, I will do with you. There and then, like this fool I want to handle in the village. And I told you guys before I wind up, sometimes it's not good to respond or to waste your airtime to respond to a fool. But sometimes when you keep quiet to a fool may think that he has won. Now, this is my stern warning to this fool, and he knows himself. Let him know that Kamanja, I'm not his age mate. This is a very young boy. Now that he's calling himself a pregnant man, we are waiting for him to deliver. You know, a body without brains, a big body without brains, that is an empty vessel. This is somebody, and I don't want to repeat it. You know, somebody who is lacking education, he doesn't know, he has no knowledge. And you are coming here, you are telling people about things. When I was watching you, somebody, even my brother is the person who told me, this is somebody, look at what he's telling about you. And I was like, should I actually respond to this fool? Guys, let me know. Me, I'm doing it. This is for the last time, even if it's going to come out. But I'm cooking something very hot for him. And for me, I, Kamanja, mini Mkisi. And I want to tell him now, he must get me correct. If I decide to cook something for him, if I decide to have planned something for him, me, I have no reverse gear. I don't go back. Mi huenda mbele, bro. Namwambia tu mi huenda mbele. So mwili mkubwa bila akili, kichwa kubwa bila akili ni mzigo kwa shingo. Guys, allow me now address him, because if I talk English, he doesn't even understand. He cannot write his name. He cannot even spell his name. He thinks that talking broken English here, he knows nothing. This is a guy who dropped out at class 4. Class 4. The parents had money to take him to school. But because this guy was dumb, because this guy was a fool, he never comprehended what school was. He left school. He left school. You know, even my young boy here, my young kid, Kim, knows so many things about more than him. He has no head. And for me, when he comes to me and he tells people, and I was laughing, you know, if I decide to cook something for this fool, and I want to tell him, I don't want to talk something that the whole family will fall on me, will come to me like, how did you talk it? Because I told you I know the village. I have the village at my fingertips. But remember, when he's attacking now my marriage, talking bad about my wife and everything, he doesn't know. He really doesn't know. If I come and tell him that, you know what, the kid you are calling yours is not your kid, you go, you know, somebody knocked your wife, he won't be like happy to that. You know, I have not said it, but if, you know, if I make such allegation, he won't be happy. But I want to tell him, like, the only thing I'm waiting for him to do, because he wants to come to my 18 yard, I'm going to take, me, I've told you, I'm going to cook something very hot for him. Something he cannot jump. And I want him to behave like his brothers. Very polite, eloquent. People have gone to school well. They think they reason well. But, you know, in a market, we must have a madman. He's a madman in a family. So all these things, me, I'm not I'm not in that category to come out and start attacking people's personalities like, oh, your wife, oh, your kid. I can't. I don't have that power. You know, my knowledge doesn't allow me to do so. But for a fool like him, and if we leave these fools this way, they are going to destroy everything. I've told you these guys are suffering from paranoia. They are schizophrenic. Somebody like this fool I'm talking about, he is schizophrenic, mentally ill. He's mentally challenged. And I think too much smoking of weed has actually destroyed him. He has no brains. And he's coming here trying, when he was attacking village echoes, and I was like, oh, why should you do? This is the story. And he's here to come and like, oh, that it never happened that way. Yes, it never happened. Tell us how it happened. You know, that is the best reaction. Rather to come and start attacking people you don't know. Guys, if I'm going to be sending the person you attacked to you, you won't like it. And I want to tell you, you won't like it. But because I've told you, bro, Mimi, I'm in this village to stay. Where's in Trapa? Where's in Bandua? Now, if you want to test me, if you want to touch me, you are ready to touch fire. Me, I will deal with you like nothing else. I've been watching you slowly. I've been watching you. You know, you are coming here and you are giving out evidence that you did it. You don't know what you are doing it. You know, when I watch you and like, you are a fool. You are a fool. I told you guys, and I promised I was to take only 3 minutes for this fool. Me, I'm going to make him deliver. That stomach that he has carried all that way, the pregnancy that he has, I'm going to be getting it off from him. Mine is one slap and it's gone. And I want to tell him the truth. Me, I won't spare him. I will do. Yani, bro, unaingia kwenye itini yangu. Nitakutandika. Na nikisha kutandika, siwezi toka hapa, sitatoka hapa. I will kick you and kick you properly. You really don't know me. I'm very polite and I'm always smiling. You really don't know what I can plan for you. So you fool, and I know you be told, watch me out. And if you want to come for me, don't come to this internet. Don't bring people that people who don't know anything. I want you to come to me direct. And if you see you can't, come to me physically where I am seated. You know where I am always found. You know the seat I always take. Come to me and call me out. If you are a man enough, I'm going to be squeezing your small balls out of you. Stupid. You are joking with me. You are very young. Yeah, I'm not here to joke with very barbaric, very primitive people like you. Go to hell. I'm sorry, guys, for becoming so like, I'm not angry, but I really wanted to streamline some fools here. And I'm going to be like, I'm from here and I want him to meet me on the road so that we square this once and for all. Because we are also made different. I want him to test me. Yes, I've kept quiet for long. He has now stepped on me. That is it. So guys, kindly like the video, watch the ads, love my channel, guys. Subscribe if you are very new. Take me. Remember, I'm now lacking about some 70 subscribers to 2,000. You know, I won't grow without you. God bless you guys. Till we meet again. Goodbye.